This is the tutorial for the equipment assignment icon on the main menu that takes you to the equipment assignment portal. Clicking on this icon will open the portal record. This is the equipment assignment. This is the individual record, as it states here. When you assign a piece of equipment for a rental to a customer, this individual record is what you would review or come in. For example, if you want to delete the row because of a mistake or an error, you would come to this record from the booking screen at the assignment tab. You would come in here by clicking the green arrow at the end of the row on the portal within the booking assignment tab, and it would bring you into this screen. If you're using this record where you come from the calendar, where it's showing the portal for an individual and the assignments of those people, you would click on the appointment screen to return to that screen if you came to this record from the advanced calendar screen at the appointment record. Now in this screen, you can also change the status within this screen if you need to. If you come directly in this record, you would change the equipment status if the person that this record is for has changed the status. For example, if they returned a piece of equipment, you could use the find mode, so you wouldn't have to chase all the way through all the records to find the particular item. You would use the find mode. You click in find mode. You would use the person's name and either the serial number or the actual item to find that particular record where you want to modify it. It's just a very fast way to find a record in the individual records. Now, be clear, you cannot do a search in the portal itself. Let's go look at that. Within the equipment assignment record, if you try to do a search, this is a multi-record field for portal. So if you try to do a search and click in this record, you will get an error. You have to go to the end of the row, click on this button, come to this record, and start your search here. That way you can find that individual record, then click back on this to return into the booking screen. You can pick the person. For example, if I went up here and picked Ben Franklin and then went to the assignment tab, I would see all the items that he has rented over a period of time and what the latest status is on those items. For example, this is the 25th, so this particular rental here would be for the 26th and through the 29th. This particular item was not updated, but on 4/23, he had an item delivered to his site, but he returned it on the 24th. So the new status for this would be returned, and that would be showing that this item has already been concluded. So let's do that. Returned. And now the latest status for that item is returned. If you go to the individual record and look at that in the portal, and as you can see, I made a mistake and hit replaced. Returned was the next item down. So you can see if you do make a mistake, you can correct it on either screen. If you wanted to delete the record for whatever reason, as we stated before, be careful before you delete it that you have the correct record. And as I said over each one of these tutorials, if you're going to modify any screen, make sure you submit the record if it's on the server, to submit that information to update the server records. You do not need to do that on the iPad or if you're on another device that is not going through the browser to the server version. So if you're running this on the desktop as a desktop version, you would not have to do that. This concludes this tutorial.